Hi everyone, my name is Diego Garza, and for the third discussion that we're supposed to do this week, it's supposed to be on something that we failed at that was important. And one of the things that I feel like was very important to me that I failed at was the time I first failed my first college course. It was toward the beginning of my sophomore year. After finishing up my freshman year, I thought I was handling college a little bit more. So I had recently gotten my first job in the medical field as a CNA at a nursing home. And I was stoked. I was finally going to be earning a big boy paycheck, working 8-hour shifts. I thought, and then I was taking more advanced classes like microbiology, abnormal psychology, general chemistry too, you know, starting to get up there. And after a very successful freshman year, I thought, hey, I should be able to handle it. And when I first started getting those big boy checks, I thought, wow, let me see if I could keep putting in hours so that way I could earn more. And I thought I was handling it good. I was only working on the weekends, so that way I could still focus on school on the weekdays. And I thought after work, I'll just keep on working. It should be that easy, but little did I know how mentally draining the working in a nursing home was going to be as a CNA, but not only mentally but physically draining. Just trying to, pick up patients for the first time. It was my first time in the medical field, so it was my first time at having to move patients around, having to bathe patients, having to walk patients, having to feed patients, having to comfort patients, having to help families, doing all the stuff that you're supposed to do properly as a CNA in a nursing home. And it was very taxing on me. And when I got home, I really couldn't focus on any assignments that I had that should have been completed at the end of the week that I thought I'll just finish it after work. I was just completely tapped out, or like barely turning it in at 11:59. And it was tough. I found myself those 2 days finding myself having to kind of sacrifice my focus in in one class, particularly microbiology, in order for me to do well in these other classes. So, by the end of the semester, I earned my first D in my whole academic school year, and that D still kind of like haunts me, not being able to manage my schedule well enough for me to succeed. And then I still see it every time I look up at my GPA, because that one D is such a big detriment to when you mostly get B's, some A's, that one D could just drop it down real bad. So yeah, it's constantly in the back of my head now, and sometimes I have to think about that moment in order for me to make sure that I'm actually focusing in my other classes well enough, because I want to do good in my academic career. I want to do good to succeed in life in order to get a good job. And it's moments like that that put into perspective how I need to handle my time better in order for me to properly succeed. And I just need to know that I'm doing everything that I need to do, even though other people might not realize the importance that like I'm not working enough or anything like that. Why I only work on the weekends when I could be putting in hours somewhere else, getting that from both the employer and outside perspectives. It's just, you need to focus on it. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do if you really want to succeed in the field of becoming like a PA or a physical therapist or an occupational therapist, or even a well versed coach. You know the proper steps you need to take in order to fully succeed. It's only a matter of, do you have the passion and the drive to do less the passion and just more the drive to do so. At least that's what that one failure helps me realize, and hopefully can help me out in getting the career that I want and just helping me throughout my life. Thank you.